Hello, fitness enthusiasts. I welcome you to the fourth episode of the Fitness Lifestyle Podcast. I'm your host, Jane, and joining us today is a passionate BJJ student. He has not only embraced the art and its physical challenges, but also applies its principles in his everyday life. So, without further ado, let's welcome Mustafa. We're happy to have you today.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here as
Please,
well.
could you introduce yourself to the viewers? I don't know
Yeah.
if I really spelled your name correctly.
My name is Mustafa. My
Okay.
surname is Bürüncük.
Okay.
Farah is the nickname actually that my previous coach gave me. So
Okay.
yes.
Is it Coach Akim?
No, it's
okay.
someone else.
Okay, alright. Okay.
Yeah.
So, could you just take us into what BJJ is? Try to explain it, because when I heard of it, it was sounding like a Chinese name, but there's so much interesting things about
I
it.
think it has to do with the history with Japanese Jiu Jitsu
Okay.
and Judo, because
Okay.
basically Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, BJJ in short, derived from Judo.
Okay.
So I think that's why it sounds so Japanese, or
Okay.
in your words Chinese,
Yes.
let's say. But yeah,
Okay.
in Asian, let's say it sounds like that. Yes, it's because of that.
So it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes.
Wow, it sounds wonderful. Okay, so how did you discover it, and how did you know that this is your passion, this is what you want to pursue in life?
Well, you never know, right?
It's true.
I mean, at least that was the case for me. Some people actually know that. Some people are 13, they're like, I'm going to be this, and they become that.
True.
I was never that. I was
Okay.
never like, I am going to be this. I was always trying to figure it out along the way. So, one time it was a fighter jet pilot because it was cool,
Okay.
It changed.
Wow.
But for me, as I thought about the meaning of life, what I love doing, what I not love doing, what I really hate doing, I came to realize that the path, let's say, becomes more enlightened. That I get to see what I love about life, and Brazilian Jiu Jitsu became the center of it as a result.
Wow. So in short, you tried other things, and then by the time you found BJJ, you found out that this is what you really wanted to pursue in life.
Yes. For example, I started kickboxing 13 years ago,
Okay.
but I started Brazilian Jiu Jitsu 8 years ago. So 5 years I was actually doing kickboxing alone.
Wow.
Didn't know anything about grappling. I was just a striker.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's it.
What's the difference between martial art and Jiu-Jitsu, BJJ?
Martial arts are the general umbrella term that is there for all of
Okay.
the martial arts there. It's like, let's say, taekwondo, karate, and the list goes on.
Okay.
Brazilian Jiu Jitsu is a martial arts on its own.
Okay.
Many people ask me this: what is the difference between mixed martial arts and this? Mixed martial arts is the combination of multiple martial arts. For example, you might combine Brazilian Jiu Jitsu with kickboxing and wrestling, and
Okay.
some people would decide to combine karate, taekwondo, and like maybe wrestling together and mix it up. This is why it's called mixed martial arts.
Okay.
Brazilian Jiu Jitsu on its own stands as a grappling martial art, meaning there's no striking involved, especially in sports jiu-jitsu. There is no striking involved. You are literally holding people down,
Okay.
trying to choke them,
Okay.
and submit them. Submit them means basically make them tap out to any submission hold that is usually includes the limb extensions, or how do I say, bending the limb in a way that it should it's not supposed to bend. So
Okay.
to make people tap out, quit. In other words.
Oh, okay. So you are grappling them. You're, pressing them down
Yeah.
so that
To the
they
ground.
will, submit to you.
Yes, that's the aim of it.
Wow. Are you in any competitions?
Yes, I'm competing actively right now. I just had a competition this weekend on
Okay.
Sunday. I have a competition coming up, I think in Athens, 21st of April. So we'll be going to Greece.
Okay.
And I think it's not so much later than 25th of May, so almost a little more than a month later, it will be another tournament. And there are some plans that I have, which are still, I'm working on them, so more
Okay.
tournaments are coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll post them on social media, but
Okay.
when it's for sure.
That's great.
Yes.
Okay, so I was looking at, we had a conversation on Instagram, and you mentioned something. You would want to raise the Cypriot flag to that extent. Can you just shed more light? Can you just share with the viewers
Yes.
your goals, if it's okay?
It's okay. I mean, people can dream, right? So
Sure.
I have a dream. I have a dream. I don't know if it will come true, but I know that I'm going to try for it. That I
That's
want to
good,
win
actually.
ADCC trials
Okay.
in my life at some point. And it means the trials are for like, there are 2 trials in Europe. And trials means you get to go to ADCC. And what is ADCC? It means it's basically seen as the Olympics of grappling. It's not specifically for Brazilian Jiu Jitsu actually.
Okay.
So wrestlers will be there, judokas will be there, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu practitioners will be there.
Okay.
BJJ just is a good martial arts that suits the rule set for ADCC. And if you win, you will be if you win ADCC, you are seen as like the best grappler.
Okay.
And winning trials means that you are the best in your region that qualifies to go to ADCC championship. So world championship qualifications, in other words. And yeah, the next one is in like 1.5 years later from now on. So I have time to prepare for my first trials. Usually people try more than once. But yeah, you need to believe that it is going to happen, but also be, I think, humble and also have some doubt in yourself, because that will push you to work harder. And I believe in hard work, so.
You believe in hard work.
Yeah.
Okay, so having found what you really want in life, how does it? Is BJJ the only thing that you're doing, or you have another career, another profession?
Right now I'm a student I'm a PhD student in economics.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
But my main focus is definitely Brazilian Jiu Jitsu right now.
Okay.
I mean, I dedicate most of my time,
To it.
more than 90% of my daily life, to BJJ right now. So yeah, I don't know, like it's split in a sense that PhD is not prioritized right now.
Wow. So I mean, PhD should be, I think, demanding.
Yes, it is.
Quite demanding. So how do you split the time? How do you balance?
I used to try to balance my life,
Okay.
but as you said, it's demanding. And as you try to progress in your career, BJJ is now demanding more and more. And same with PhD as well.
Exactly.
And I have to choose, and I make the choice.
You went for
Clearly,
BJJ.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Wow.
Just haven't quit PhD yet.
Okay.
Just trying my best for it as well. But it's not my priority at this moment in
Okay.
life. Maybe later.
Later.
Maybe later.
I think it's best to, pursue your passion, what you really want to do in life. But on the other hand, I'm thinking that, it's just for a time limit. I mean, PhD has a time limit.
Yes.
For BJJ, it's your passion, it's your life. Like, you've chosen it to be something, to be a part of you. So if you could just spare that time limit for the PhD and get done with it, and then probably focus. I don't know.
I think quite contrary. I think life has a limit to it,
Okay.
and I don't know when that limit is going to expire. We always assume that we have time.
Oh, I see.
And if I was to, die tomorrow, which one I would rather pursue, a PhD or Brazilian Jiu Jitsu.
Okay.
Probably, and not regret life.
That's
So
good.
if I was to pursue Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, I wouldn't regret. That was a conversation I had with myself. So I said, I'm going to stick with Brazilian Jiu Jitsu for now.
That's good.
Also, PhD can wait. Like, in a sense, people can do PhD when they're 40, 50. But as an athlete, you can't do. I mean, you
Yes.
can.
Oh, I
but
see. I
not on the
understand your
adult
point.
category.
Yes, yes, yes. You know, when it comes to athletics, you have a time limit with your strength. With I understand. Okay, that's good.
Athletic performance has a limit. Brazilian Jiu Jitsu doesn't have a limit to practice as an athlete, and that's what I love about it, because there are plus 60-year-old
That are still doing
people that I actually get to train with, and they're really good. And
Wow.
when I see them, when I look at them, it's admirable.
Wow.
But when you want to do something like fight in the adult category,
Yes.
your athletic performance has a limit to it, and you need to make a choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. How has BJJ, modeled your life? How has it helped you to become the person that you are today?
I think in so many ways.
Okay.
One of them would be second guessing my opinions,
Okay.
because when I was so sure, when I was learning stuff, I was so sure that I knew the exact thing, like I knew how it would be.
Okay.
Then I humbled over time, I think. People made me realize that there are things that can be done differently and even better. There is not one specific way of doing things. There are multiple ways of doing things. So it gives you, I think, an open-minded sense to life. And the other thing is, I think, which is most important part of it, is resilience.
Resilience.
Because when you first do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you're a white belt, 95% chance that you're going to lose all of your matches during the training, unless you haven't done any grappling arts before. And that means you're losing for a long, extended periods of time. It's not 1 week, 2 weeks. For me, it was like 4 to 6 months. It was all about losing.
Wow.
So you don't really get to win a fight, but you get to win moments in a fight. Let's say you manage to escape a submission hold. You're still losing the fight, but now you've managed to escape it. And it becomes something that is honorable, in a sense that you go back home and say, I escaped that armbar, which is a submission hold. So you can be like, I escaped that, and be proud of yourself.
Wow.
And you see small steps in life as like these progressions, and the process of these progressions, meaning the joy that you have while escaping the armbar,
Okay.
as something else that gives you a meaning in life, in a sense that now when I go outside of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training, I get to see small moments and enjoy them more.
Wow.
It taught me that.
Wow. So it teaches you to, enjoy the moment, meaning that you are not only focused on the negative things after what you went through, the grappling and everything, the pain, the complexity, the challenges that you had to go through. But there were some points that, you can pinpoint to say, okay, I did well here. So you also apply it in your life to say, okay, I know that things may not be going so well right now. It could be family issues, could be academic issues and so on, but they're just those points where I get to feel good. It could be with friends, it could be just those little moments. I get to enjoy them. So it's like I'm really loving BJJ now.
That's good to hear. We always expect to see you on mats with us.
Really?
Anytime, yes.
So how has it been, your journey? Do you feel that when you started this, when you started BJJ, your growth in life has, it has skyrocketed in some way, or growth in every aspect actually?
mean, I don't think it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu on its own. Like,
Okay.
life progresses, right? So you grow older.
Yeah.
So I also grew older. My opinions changed.
Okay.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu played a huge part in it because you get to meet people from different backgrounds, different age groups,
Okay.
different genders as well.
Yeah.
And you need to be able to communicate them at so many levels. You need to work together, so it teaches you collaboration. And as you age, the way you collaborate with people also changes. And about resilience as well, you get to see others struggling in their own journey as well. And you sometimes be a hand in that journey, and sometimes you're the struggle in the journey because you have to give them some hard time. Also, giving someone a hard time, let's say, isn't always a bad thing. You realize that as well.
It's true, because I think if you give them a hard time, sometimes it's part of training, it's part of the process for them as well. They get to learn, they get to grow, they get to be better.
I was always saying sorry when I did stuff to someone. I was like, sorry. I was like, sorry. I was like, you
I
know.
think it's the nice thing to say.
But actually, you shouldn't say it.
Why?
That's the thing. It's because you need to focus on doing stuff and let them have their own journey. You shouldn't be worried so much about yourself or what they think about you. Because if you're also so worried in life what people think of you and are always sorry about the things that you do, you never get to enjoy the moments. And sometimes you need to win against some people, and that's okay. You should also be kind to yourself and not be sorry because
All the time.
yeah, it's not nice to step on people or do something like that. But if that's the mentality, then you're in the wrong room anyways. That's if you're saying sorry all the time, that means you're not in that mentality anyways. You don't want to, let's say, smash people's faces. That's the thing.
Step
You
on
don't-
their toes.
Yes, exactly. And since that you don't have that mentality anyways, why be sorry about it? I mean, yes, be careful and protect them, but let them also think about of their own and not worry about yourself as well. Like, what I mean is, if I'm saying sorry all the time, I'm making the whole point about me. But maybe they need to
Like you're taking the blame.
not only
Is
the
it?
blame. I need to give them a headspace
Okay.
to figure out a way out of this bad situation. And if I'm saying sorry all the time, they might lose. They're just hearing me talking all the time. But I should let them have their own bad moments and let them get out of it. So when they go home, they can be proud of themselves.
Wow, that's a beautiful perspective. I like it. It's good. Okay, how do you, I've seen you in the gym like a couple of times. It's like you love fitness as well.
Yeah.
Does it in any way affect your BJJ?
Yes, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, especially if you're trying to do it at a professional level, or at least you're trying to do it at a level that is competitive, even if it's not professional. It has a toll on your body. It can damage your body in ways that you never thought of. So lifting weights is good for your health in the sense that it allows you to train harder, or at least the training has a less toll on your body. You might be less likely to get injured of the same movement or the same pressure. So and that's specific for BJJ. And fitness, lifting weights is good for your health.
Sure.
Do it, people.
So how do you keep fit? Like, as a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu student, how do you, I know that you have a life of your own aside from BJJ. You have to eat, you have to take care of your body, and so how is health something important to you? How is fitness, diet, nutrition, exercise? How is it something that is important to you?
But for me or for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in general?
For you,
For
as a
me
person,
specifically.
yes.
I was never the guy who had so many bad habits about nutrition anyways.
Okay.
So I generally live a healthy life.
Okay.
So keeping a healthy life doesn't really put so much pressure on me in a sense. For example, I don't like drinking alcohol. I don't really enjoy it so much. And it's been a long time since I last drank alcohol, let's say. And some people go and drink alcohol, and that's fine. And there are so many people that are professionals and still do that. But for me, for example, I never enjoyed it that much, so I was like, why do it? And nutrition on its own, getting enough proteins, for example, is definitely essential if you are under so much pressure physically, because your body needs to heal and it needs protein for that. You need to get enough fat. So many reasons. I'm not a fitness professional, but they would probably tell you like hormones and stuff like that, carbohydrate for energy. You know, there are overall stuff that is taught in fitness that also affect us in many ways. When you're trying to do it at a higher level, of course, some micronutrients get into play. You need to be able to play with your salt levels, let's say minerals, maybe magnesium, like potassium. For example, I had a blood test a month ago just to see where my levels are.
Okay.
So I can arrange my supplementation, my nutrition according to that. But it changes from person to person. I mean,
Sure.
for overall BJJ, I think that would be an overkill
Okay.
to do,
Wow.
or worrying about that so much.
Okay, so you do your taste like from time to time?
Yes, I have a sweet tooth. I think that's what they say. Yeah, I like eating desserts
Okay.
a lot, like a lot.
So how is it? Your relationship with sugar is like, you really love sugar.
I really love it,
Okay.
but the thing is, I give myself enough space to explore
Okay.
and enjoy life. I mean, it's at the end of the time we're going to enjoy moments, and I try to create those moments by eating desserts.
Okay, that's good. So your moments are desserts. They just, make you happy.
Yes. I think eating desserts is not a big worry in my life because I'm living a overall healthy life. So I don't really need to worry if I'm eating so much desserts because I'm following some, let's say, basic rules that I never try to break. Let's say maybe I'm eating desserts today. I know that I'm not going to eat anything unhealthy today. Just not going to do that to my body in a sense. I try to see it as rewarding my body and by not punishing it in ways, so to motivate me because it makes it easier to keep healthy.
Okay,
mentally.
That's good. Okay, when we were talking on Instagram, you mentioned something like your downs. One should not only consider their ups in life, they should also consider their downs because they are very important as well. Can you just shed more light on that?
Yeah, overall in life we have ups and downs, and we usually, for me at least, we tend to be goal-oriented. I tend to be a goal-oriented, and I needed to change that because I like this analogy of mountains. Let's say you're climbing a mountain and you're trying to get to the peak of it, but you never enjoy the moments during the climb.
Yeah.
Then you're not going to actually enjoy the process of life, enjoy the moments, ups and downs. So I see that I am chasing goals, but while I'm chasing goals, I need to enjoy moments, both ups and downs, because that I think the contrast between ups and downs also gives you appreciation of life. And usually in a healthy mindset, people are looking to get ups and not downs. And sometimes downs are okay. You can be down. I had been down so many times.
Okay, how did you manage to rise up from downs? Because the other thing with downs is that when you're down, you tend to be so low, so depressed, and it's like you are going down more and more. Sometimes if you even go on YouTube, you'll find down music, you'll find everything that will just make you so depressed. And at the end of the day, some they cannot come out of that down. So how did you manage to come out of your downs?
I think appreciation is one thing, when you appreciate down moments in the sense that you know the downs are going to be there, and when they come, you know that it is okay, that your only goal is to survive at that moment. Maybe you're not enjoying that at the moment. Maybe you just want it to be over mentally, whatever you're going through, because people go through things that we might not even imagine. And it is easy to talk, behind the mic about the downs and be philosophical about it. But how I try to see for my life is those downs are going to pass somehow, and my only goal is to survive them and try to make the most out of ups that I have. And every storm fades away at some point, and I would look for that moment. But if you're so also focused about downs or ups, you might be losing the point of life. I mean, crying under the rain is okay. Being alone is okay. Sometimes it's okay. There will be moments in life. There have been moments of my life that I've been in that situation, and many people, I think, don't talk about this. I don't know why. Maybe it's delicate. I don't know.
I think it's kind of personal. Like they feel it's the details of their life, like intricate details of their life that they wouldn't want to share.
Yes, but I think it's no secret that we all cried at some point. I think
true.
everybody in this room probably cried once in their life.
Of course.
Exactly.
True.
They probably felt alone, not understood. I think we all get to feel this, but never share it somehow. We talk about how happy we were all the time, maybe.
But I think it has to be balanced. You share with others how you're feeling, and they say a problem shared is a problem half solved, kind of.
Yeah, I get it. But I think a problem shared with someone that understands you is a problem half solved.
It's true.
If someone doesn't understand you, I don't know, it might
That's
make
another
it feel
perspective.
worse.
It's
It
true.
doesn't make the problem worse, but it makes it feel worse.
It's true. It's true. So, what is your perception of life generally? How do you perceive life?
I perceive life as... I don't know, that's a deep question actually.
Okay.
I don't know. Trying to answer it now, I think... For me, I try to enjoy Brazilian Jiu Jitsu
Okay.
as much as I put it as the center of my life. I know it's not everything. For example, I did cycling. I was on a bike for like 30 minutes today this morning. I enjoyed every second of it.
Okay.
Yes, I was also listening to music. I'm just trying to enjoy things that I like and try to create positive vibe around me in a sense that I enjoy it. And I think it affects people around you as well. People around you also start enjoying life
It's true.
with you, or at least maybe they're down and you see that you have a touch on their life. It would give you fulfillment as well, and then some good vibes.
That's good. That's good. Finding a youth that is, that has found his place in life, because many youths today, it's like life is so tough on them, because when they think I'm not there, they always want to, I'm chasing my goal and I want to be there and I'm not yet, and they're comparing themselves with another person. Okay, this person is already there, I am striving, I'm struggling, and all those things, they end up, making their life so miserable in some way. So finding a youth like you who's enthusiastic about life, the way you perceive things is so different. Like you found something and you are pursuing it and you're enjoying every moment of it, and it's good. It's good. So what's your advice to other youths out there?
Well, I think going after the thing that you are good and passionate about is the thing.
Someone would ask to say, I have not yet found that something that I'm so passionate about.
And go try things.
So
What could you lose by trying kite surfing, let's say? I never tried, by the way. But what could I lose? I mean,
That's true.
if the safety is there,
Yeah.
and if I'm not breaking any limbs,
Yeah.
I'm not going to lose anything. I'm just going to laugh at myself for being so bad at it in the moment, in the beginning at least. And like laugh, enjoy the wind, the water. And this could be the same about anything. Some people love coding, some people love gaming, some people love finance. They do day trading and they're so enthusiastic about crypto market. And it is what it is. Just try to explore many things as much as you can. Try to enjoy life. Try to not make it too serious in the sense that you hate it, but try to not make it too fun that you're so irresponsible to your future as well. Try to be good at stuff by learning, and to learn stuff, I think you should also enjoy them. Otherwise, it's a struggle all the way. And I always had this mentality for myself that whatever I do, I'll try my best of that area. I will try to learn as much as I can and enjoy it while I do so, because that makes the struggle worth going through.
Sure.
Because there's a struggle to everything. I might as well just struggle with the thing that I'm passionate about instead of just struggling with the thing that I'm not really passionate about.
Have you ever been caught in a web where, you know, you are struggling for something and it's not for you, it's probably for your family? You're saying, okay, I want to become this because, you know, I have their expectations. A lot of people are looking up to me. And have you ever been found in such
Yes.
Okay.
My parents never actually wanted me to fight in any form of martial arts.
Okay.
Like kickboxing, wrestling,
Yes.
jiu-jitsu, it doesn't matter which field, MMA, but they were like, no.
They wanted you to, you know, pursue another career.
Yes, actually.
Is it economics?
No, it's not economics. Specifically, I think they just want me to be fine. They're worried about it. I think that's their goal as parents.
Security, I understand, like they're always looking at the future. If you get something like a good profession, you know, let me use a medicine as an example, because most parents would always want their child to do medicine or all this, you know, law and so on and so forth. So they are looking at the security. If you get this profession, it will be able to keep you, you'll be happy, you'll be earning a salary and so on.
Yes, the salary is always a topic, and I hate to break it down to many parents, but maybe some people aren't going to be chasing salaries and they're going to be chasing businesses of their own.
Sure.
Because if everyone is going to chasing salaries, who is going to be the business owners? Why not raise kids to be business owners and raise them to be a part of a successful business?
Very true.
I mean, I get it. We have this mentality that you need to come from the bottom, understand everything about the business, and then one day you will be at the top of a business. But we rarely see that, really. I mean, yes, understanding the intricacies of businesses is good, experiencing is them good, but I don't remember a story of Elon Musk or Bill Gates doing that or any other successful name that we hear that came up. Of course, these people are maybe extreme examples, but you get the point.
Yeah.
I'm not saying being in a salary is a bad thing. That it could be a good thing for many people, because also it means when the time, like when the shift finishes, it ends. It stops there, and work stops there.
It's true.
And for successful people that we see, usually the time doesn't stop there. So that's a life choice that you seek and look after. And it's different for everyone. Some people might like chasing salaries, and some might be okay with being a little financially unstable. Some have the goal of being rich. It all depends on personal answers, and I don't think we could answer them for them. People have to answer it for themselves.
It's true. Well, I love your perspective of life. Like, it's so positive, and I just think you are okay. I don't know how to put it, but I feel you're on the right track. Like, you know what you want, and you're pursuing it. You're loving what you're doing at the moment. It's very good. Okay, so I think we're going to wrap up.
Okay.
Just give me your principles in life. What your principles in life are.
Principles in life. For me, the first thing is resiliency, because I never believe that anything comes without struggle.
Okay.
And struggle means that you need to be able to cope with it. And that's a good coping mechanism, I think, anywhere. As a student, as a business owner, or as a worker, as an athlete, as a mom, as a dad, as a single person. It's just struggles are always going to be there. Resiliency is part of it. Enjoying life and being positive about things is another thing. Because if you're going to struggle, as I said, you might as well just struggle with positivity around you. Because, yeah, why not?
Okay. So, lastly, what is your advice to youth out there who are, looking for their passion in life? Like they
Go and try as much as things that you can. Try to find things, try to take risks sometimes. Taking risks, okay, that's okay. Sometimes you need to let go what other people think of you. I had to do that for myself.
Okay.
I had to also let go of what my parents might think of me if I tried to pursue a BJJ career. And many people still don't understand it, and that's okay. Not everybody is supposed to understand you.
Okay, wow, that's beautiful. Okay, with this, we've come to the end of our today's episode. Hope you loved it, hope you enjoyed it, and you're able to learn together because, getting this information from someone who's so passionate about BJJ and, understanding how he is able to take out, the lessons, the principles from the mat and bring it into his life. I hope that was a lesson to each and every one of us, and we will be able to, develop our lives and become the best that we are to be in life. So thank you so much for your time. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and please drop your comments in that box. Thank you so much, Mustafa, for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, thank you, everyone. God bless you.